subsequently. Yeah, go ahead.
Problem 76, sir.
Yes.
Okay. A light train made of two cars travels at 45 miles per hour. Car A weighs 18 tons and car B weighs 13 tons. When the brakes are applied, a constant braking force of 4300 lb is applied to each car. Determine first the time required for the train to stop after the brakes are applied, and second, the force in the coupling between the cars while the train is slowing down.
Yeah. So in yesterday's class we had drawn its free body diagram. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we are going to have the weights acting downwards, and you are going to have 4300 pound force acting towards right, and that can be converted into kg by multiplying it by a factor 0.4536 into 4300. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So now if I multiply this by 9.81, I get this force in Newton. Happy?
Yes.
Similarly, I will multiply this force by 9.81 and I will get it in Newton. So I am going to work in the system of units, Newton and meter. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, 45 miles per hour marked by this hash, I have to convert it into meter per second. So what is the conversion factor? It is 0.447 miles per hour to meter per second. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I have converted that. So it becomes 45 into 0.447 meter per second. And now let us apply impulse momentum principle from time 0 to t1 on this entire body. Both the bogies are considered as a single body. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us apply that. So total weight is 18,000 plus 13,000. So that I have written 18,000 plus 13,000 into T1. What is time T1? T1 is the time at which the car would have both the bogies, the train would have stopped. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So at time t equal to T1, you are going to have velocity of both the bogies equal to 0 meter per second. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And we have to find out this time t1. So the impulse of weight is given as 18,000 plus 13,000 into t1, and mind you this force is acting in the downward direction. So if I call the upward direction as y, positive y, and towards right is positive x, this 18,000 plus 13,000 force is going to act in the downward direction. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So if j cap is a vector, j cap is a unit vector along positive y, then I can say the impulse of the weight of bogies during time 0 to t1 will be equal to minus 18,000 plus 13,000 into 9.81. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Into t1 into j cap. But minus sign. Minus y because it is in contrary direction
Downward.
to positive y. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us go ahead. Uh, Neil, I'm getting some echo from your side. So have you kept the speakers on?
No, sir.
Okay.
The
So
windows are also closed, sir.
let's go ahead.
Yes,
As
sir.
long as it doesn't bother me much, we will continue. So now this NA and NB. So what is the impulse of NA and NB on time T1? So NA plus NB into T1, and it is in upward direction. So therefore plus J cap. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the impulse of 43004? So it is 4300 into 2 because we are going to have two forces. Then we will have to invoke these factors. So multiplied by 0.4536. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So let me write down that. So this multiplied by 0.4536. Happy?
Yes, sir.
This multiplied by 9.81. This multiplied by T1 minus 0, that is T1. And this impulse is in towards right, so positive x direction. So I will assign I cap with this. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So now we have a look at this. The impulse that I have written of all the forces from time 0 to t1 is a vector quantity. and it has j component and I component. That means it has x component and y component. Are you with me?
Welcome. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now we are going to write down change in momentum of these two bogies during this time 0 to t1. So how do I write change in momentum? It is momentum associated with both the bogies at time t1 minus momentum associated with both the bogies at time t0. Do you agree with me?
Please. Yes, sir.
This is the change in momentum. So now, how do I write momentum associated with both the bogies at time t1? So I will have to consider both the bogies separately. So first bogie mass is M1, which is 13,000, which is 18,000, and second bogie mass is
18,000.
M2, which is 13,000. Are you with me?
13,000. Yes.
Yeah. So we are going to have M1 into velocity of bogie number 1 at time t1. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Plus M2, this is mass of bogie number 2 into velocity of bogie number 2 at time t1. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
But at time t1, both the bogies are going to come to rest. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So this velocity is going to be 0. Agreed?
Yes.
So what is the momentum at time t1? 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Now let us write down momentum of both the bogies. And I will have to say it is the momentum in x direction. So I cap. Are you with me?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Now, let me write down momentum of both the bogies at time t equal to 0. So how much that is going to be? So 18,000 is the mass of first bogie. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Multiplied by its velocity in x direction is minus 45 into 0.447. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This quantity I cap. Happy?
Yes.
Because this is the quantity directed in x direction.
Next
Negative x direction. So therefore there is negative sign. Now, what is the velocity of this train in vertical direction? So in vertical direction, it is 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So plus 18,000 into 0 j cap. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This is the momentum of first body or first bogie. Are you with me?
First. Yes, sir.
Plus momentum of second bogie. So how do I write that? Tell me. Minus 13,000 multiplied by 45 multiplied by 0.447. That bogie also had the same speed. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
I can. And what is its velocity in vertical direction?
0.
Velocity in vertical direction is 0.
13 into 0. J.
So it is going to be 18,000. Sorry, 13,000
13,000 into 0. J cap.
into 0 j cap. Okay. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So can we compute this? So change in momentum. Can you tell me what is the first term? Minus 18,000 into 45 into 0.447.
Sir,
Yeah, go ahead.
just a minute. 3,62,000 and 3,62,070.
No. Have you multiplied by 0.447?
Oh, yes, sir. Just a minute.
Let me also calculate for you. So it is 18,000 multiplied by 45 multiplied by 0.447. Yeah, so it is 362,000,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And minus sign is sitting there, I cap, plus instead of 18,000, I will have now consider 13,000. So it is 261,495. Is it right?
Just a minute. Yes, sir. Answers are matching.
Yeah, and this is negative sign. So I cap can be I cap's coefficient can be added to I cap's coefficient. So this is equal to plus 362,000. So I'm going to have this as minus 623,495. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And what is its unit? Its unit is kg meter per second. Happy?
Yes, sir.
This is going to be the unit. So now what is the change in momentum? So let me write down delta mv, that is change in momentum. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Mind you, this is a vector quantity and it is mv bar at time instant t1. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Minus mv bar at time instant t equal to 0. But how much is this? This itself is 0. And what
Yes.
is the value of this? This value is minus 623,495.
495.
So
So it
minus of
becomes
minus is
plus.
going to become plus. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So it is going to be 623,495 I cap.
Okay.
Now this change in momentum doesn't have a component in y direction. And therefore, you will see that if I equate this to this quantity, chalo, I have to equate this to this one, right?
Yes, sir.
So let us equate that. So let me write down. This must be equal to 623,495 I cap plus 0 j cap. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So now equate the components of j cap. So what do you get?
Yes.
So you will get Na plus Nb. देखो j cap के components क्या है? Na plus Nb.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with me? Into T1. Happy?
Yes. Yes, sir.
और कौन से component है ये? Minus 1800,
1800.
18,000
18,000 plus 31,000.
13,000, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
T1 must be equal to the coefficient of j cap on right hand side, which is 0. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So what do I get? So I get what I get from equilibrium equation. See, Na plus Nb must be equal to 18,000 plus 1,300. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
This is nothing but the equilibrium equation in y direction, because in y direction there is no motion. So you were ought to get this. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
We are not interested in this. We are interested in finding out T1. So what do I need to do? I need to equate the coefficients of I cap now. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So how do I equate that? So I get 4300 multiplied by 0.4536 multiplied by 9.81. Are you with me? Multiplied
Yes, sir.
by T1. This must be equal to 623,495. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the unit of this quantity? Tell me. Kg meter per second.
Per
Happy?
second. Yes.
What is the unit of this quantity? This quantity is in kg.
Yes.
Happy? This quantity is in meter per second square. Are you with me? And
Yes,
this
sir.
quantity will be in second. So second cancels out. So kg meter per second. So the dimensions on both the sides are matching. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And therefore I get T1 is equal to how much? Tell me. That will be in seconds.
Just a minute.
Yeah, tell me how much is that. So it is going to be 623,495 divided by 4300 divided by 0.4536 divided by 9.81. Did you get it as 32.58 seconds?
Yes, sir.
32.58 seconds. So with the given force, the bogies will take around half a minute to stop. Are you with me?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Just give me a second. Hello. हाँ सर लेक्चर चालू है थोड़ी देर में करूँ कॉल हाँ ओके ठीक है लेक्चर के बाद करता हूँ okay so this was about the first part. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And now what is the part B? The force in the coupling between the cars while the train is slowing down. That is what is asked. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is the coupling. So to get the force in coupling, I will have to give a cut at coupling. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So now I will have to apply impulse momentum principle to one of the bogies, either 18-ton bogie or 13-ton bogie. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And I choose 18-ton bogie. Let us say I am applying impulse momentum principle to this bogie. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So that I have shown. And now this is part B. And I am applying impulse momentum principle. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Principle from time t equal to 0 to t equal to t1. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
What happens at time t equal to t1? At time t equal to t1, this bogie would have come to rest.
Yes, sir.
So what is the velocity at time t1? Velocity of the bogie is 0. Do you agree?
0. Yes, sir.
And what is the velocity at time t equal to 0? It is 45 into 0.447. If I am right, 0.447 is the conversion factor from miles per hour to meter per second. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is the velocity at the beginning and this is the velocity at time t1. Velocity is going to be 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now to apply impulse momentum principle, I have to show all the forces that are acting on this book. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what are the forces? The forces are 18,000 multiplied by 9.81. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Then you are going to have a normal reaction.
Normal.
M. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And you will have this coupling force. So what I am going to do is I am going to assume that a tensile coupling force prevails between the two bogies, between the coupler. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
What has happened? One minute. Okay. Yeah. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
So if tensile force is acting, that force I am going to show it as force in coupling. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So let me take this here and let me call this as force in coupling. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me, how do I write the impulse momentum principle? What is the left hand side? I have to write down impulses of all the forces from time 0 to t1. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the impulse of 18,000 force? It is 18,000 into 9.81 multiplied by t1. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And it is in negative y direction. So I will have to attach minus j cap here. Happy?
Yes.
Now, what is the impulse of this normal force? So it is going to be plus n into T1. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
J cap. What is the impulse of uh, this Fc? Of course, we have not shown one more force here, and that is 4300. Are you with me? Pounds.
Yes.
So what is the impulse of this 4300 force? So it is going to be plus 4300 into what is the conversion from LB to kg? 0.4536. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Mind you, this is in kg, but we want in terms of force. So it is going to be 9.81. Happy? Into
Yes, sir.
T1. Because we are writing down impulse momentum principle from t equal to 0 to t equal to t1, the change in time is t1 minus 0, that is t1. Are you with me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
And this impulse is in positive x direction, so I will have to assign I cap with this. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, what is the impulse of this coupling force? Coupling force I have assumed to be tensile, so it is pulling the car, so therefore it is towards right. So I can write it as Fc into T1. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
I cap. Positive. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What else? Is there anything else? No, we have written down the impulses of all the forces. This must be equal to change in momentum. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So tell me, what is the momentum of this body at time t equal to 0? At time t equal to t1? 0. Do you agree with me?
Zero.
So
Yes.
this is mv bar at time t1. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Minus what we have to do, mv bar at time t equal to 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is this momentum? Tell me. This is 18,000 kg multiplied by, what is the speed? Speed is 45 into
45.
0.447. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So mass into velocity, and this speed is in negative I direction. So I have to say minus. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And I have to write it as I cap. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now minus of minus becomes positive.
Plus.
Do you agree with me? On
Yes.
right hand side, there is nothing of j cap, because the body is not moving in vertical direction, so it cannot have velocity in vertical direction. So momentum in vertical direction is 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So if I equate the coefficients of j cap, what do I get? I get a very obvious equation. N is equal to 18,000 multiplied by 9.81. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This is nothing but the manifestation of equilibrium equation in y direction. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And now let us equate the coefficients of I cap. So what do I get here? 4300 into 0.4536
4, 5, 3 quits
into
into
9.81
9.8.
into T1. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Plus Fc into T1. This must be equal to, bolo, plus minus minus becomes plus 18,000 multiplied by 45 multiplied by 0.447. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Of course, now, do we know the value of T1?
Yes, from the
Yes, we
previous.
have calculated the value of T1. It is 32.58. So I am going to
Yes, sir.
substitute value of T1 as 32.58. So if this value is 32.58, can you estimate what is the value of Fc?
Yes, sir. I can. Just a minute.
So let us do that. 18,000 into 45 into 0.447. This minus 4300 into 0.4536 into 9.81 into 32.58. Yeah. So this is minus 261. This divided by answer divided by 32.58. So just let me know if you have got this answer. Are you getting this answer?
Sir, I'm calculating. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. There is a slight variation. Just a minute. I'll check my calculation.
How
I'm
much?
getting minus 8022.94.
That's okay.
Just a minute.
That's okay. That's fine.
Okay, sir.
So therefore, as it is negative, therefore the coupling must be carrying compression. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Originally assumed sense of coupling force is incorrect. So this was how we solve this problem. Now, can you read problem number 77?
Yes, sir. Just a minute. 4-pound collar, which can slide on a frictionless vertical rod, is acted upon by a force P, which varies in magnitude as shown. Knowing that the collar is initially at uh,
Just a
knowing
minute.
that the okay, yes.
Yeah. Now you can read. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Knowing that the collar is initially at rest, that determine first the maximum speed of the collar and second the time when the velocity is 0.
Yes. So a 4-pound collar which can slide on a frictionless vertical rod is acted upon by a force P with the magnitude as shown. So magnitude is varying with reference to time. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So now, as the collar slides on this bar, can I draw its free body diagram? So I
Yes.
will draw the free body diagram of sliding collar. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So how does that diagram look like? So it is going to look something like this. It is going to carry this force P upward. Happy? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And it is going to carry this 4-pound force downward. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, mind you, here P is also given in LB, so there is no conversion required. We will keep it in the same system of units. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So P is acting upward and 4LB is acting downward. As the collar is as it is sliding on a frictionless vertical rod, the rod is not going to offer any reaction on the collar. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what about the floor? You cannot show the floor reaction because I am drawing the free body diagram. When the collar is sliding, it may have lost the contact with the ground. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, knowing that the column was initially at rest, so when it started at time t equal to 0, at time t equal to 0, the column is at rest. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is its velocity? Velocity of collar at time t equal
0.
to 0 is 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, uh, we are going to apply impulse momentum principle for sure. But what are the things that have been asked? Part A is the maximum speed of collar that is asked. And second, the time when the velocity becomes 0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So if you look at this force P, it is a function of time. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So let us assume that the velocity becomes 0 from 0 to 2 seconds first. So we will be solving part B first. Are you with me?
Yes.
So let us solve part B. Assume velocity becomes 0 determine the time at which the velocity is going to become 0. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let us assume that the velocity becomes 0 in the time 0 to 2. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And I will call that time as T1. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So T1 is less than 2. That's what I'm saying. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now just have a look at this diagram. Just have a look at this diagram. And can you tell me, if I consider any time between 0 to 2 seconds, then what is the velocity at this location? What will be the velocity? Velocity at time t. Go distance to, not velocity, force. So go distance to, you get a force of 10 lb. Do you agree with me? So go
Yes, sir.
distance t, you will get a force of how much? So PT,
20 by 2.
it is going to be t by 2 into 10. Do you
Yes, sir.
agree with me? So that is equal to 5t. Happy?
Yes. T by 5.
No.
Oh,
Why?
sorry, 5T. Sorry.
Are you with me?
5.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So the force that you will have at time t will be equal to 5t. Now uh, let us apply impulse momentum principle from time 0 to t1. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Impulse momentum principle. Now, mind you, this expression is valid only when t is less than t1. Okay, t is less than 2 seconds. I'm sorry. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Is t1 less than 2 seconds? Yes, that's what we have assumed. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So, at any time between 0 to t1, what will be the value of pt? Can I assume it to be 5t? Can I say it is 5t?
Yes, sir.
So now, I want to find out impulse of force P from time 0 to t1. So t1 will be somewhere here. Let us say. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, how do I find out the impulse of P which is varying? So I will have to consider a small time instant d time step of magnitude dt. Are you with me? During this small time step dt, what is the value of force that is existing? Is it 5t? Tell me. Am I audible? Am I audible? Neil? Okay, others, am I audible? Hello?
Your voice is breaking.
Now am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Neil, are you there? Okay. So, Vishnu, can you unmute yourself? Vishnu, can you unmute yourself? Okay. Sharwari, can you unmute yourself? So for this small time instant dt, the force acting there was pt, and that is 5 times t. So the impulse produced by the force pt over this small time interval dt can be written as 5t dt And I want to find out the impulse produced by this force Pt from time 0 to t1. So I will have to integrate it from 0 to t1. So this is the impulse produced by force P during time 0 to t1. And it is acting in upward direction. So I will assign plus j cap with this. So Neil, are you there?
Yes, sir. Just joined. There are some net issues.
Okay, okay. So have you understood this? Or should I repeat?
Just a minute, sir. I'll just read it.
No, let me repeat. So we are writing down impulse momentum principle from 0 to t1. During 0 to t1, we have two forces. One is 4lb and another is p. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now p is varying linearly from 0 to t1. So it is not constant. So what we have done is at time t, we have considered a small time strip of width dt. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the force at time t? It is phi times t. So what is the impulse corresponding to this dt? It is phi t dt. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And it is in upward direction. So plus j cap. And you have to integrate it now from 0 to t1 so that you get impulse of p during time 0 to t1. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So that integration, and what is the impulse of 4lb force? It is minus 4 into t1. Happy?
Yes, sir.
J cap. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This must be equal to change in momentum. So what was the momentum at the beginning? It is mass of the collar into V0, but V0 is 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And what is time t1? T1 is the time at which the velocity again becomes 0. So therefore, m v at t1 minus mv0 is the change in momentum, but this also is 0. So therefore, we get the right hand side equal to 0. Agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, so what is left hand side? What is integration of pi t? Tell me.
5 by 2 t square going from 0 to t1.
So it is pi t1 square by 2. Do you agree with
Yes,
me?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. And j cap will cancel throughout, and this will become minus 41 equal to 0. So can you tell me what are the roots of this equation? So how much is t1? This is the time at which the velocity becomes 0.
Yeah, just a minute, sir.
What are the roots?
Yes. Plus or minus 5 by 2 t.
So plus or minus 2.5 seconds. Do you agree?
2 point. Yes, sir.
Now, in that negative root, we are going to discard because it talks about the interval when observer was not observing. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
But can we accept the plus root? No, because we assume that time t1 lies within 2 seconds.
Within
And
2
what we
seconds.
have got is t1 is greater than 2 seconds. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
It is greater than 2 seconds. So therefore, our assumption is not correct.
Okay.
Assumption that velocity becomes 0. Velocity becomes 0 somewhere between 0 to 2 seconds is wrong. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So velocity must be becoming 0 somewhere outside 2 seconds. So between 2 to 3 seconds. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So now let me take this down once again. So second assumption now. So now velocity becomes 0
2 to 3. Between 2 to 3.
for t1 greater than 2 seconds but less than 3 seconds. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So I will mark that. So So therefore, let us say at this is the time at which velocity becomes. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And I will bring this down, this cage down. तो जरा देखो अभी क्या कंडीशन है. At time t equal to 0 the velocity is 0 and at time t equal to t1 the velocity is 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we are going to apply impulse momentum principle from 0 to t1. Impulse momentum principle from 0 to t1. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now you see the variation of p is different from 0 to 2 and 2 to 3. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore we will have to split this interval into two parts. One is 0 to 2 and second is 2 to t1. Happy?
Yes, sir.
In interval 0 to 2, what is the value of pt? Tell me. Phi t.
Yes, sir.
And in the interval 2 to t1, what is the value
It's
of
con-
pt? It is constant and that is 10.
Constant.
Do you agree
Yes,
with
sir.
me? Okay. So
Yes,
let
sir.
me write down now impulse of p during interval 0 to t1. Are you with me? So what is it
Yes, sir.
from 0 to 2 till 0 to 2? It is phi t dt. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And it is in upward direction. So therefore plus j cap. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Then from 2 to t1, it is constant and that is
10.
dt. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is also plus j cap. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me what on right hand side and what is the impulse of 4? It is minus 4 t1 j cap. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This must be equal to change in momentum. But as I said, momentum at t1 is 0 because I want velocity at t1 to be 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And minus momentum at t equal to 0. This is also 0 because velocity at t equal to 0 is also 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the equation that I get? तो जरा ये equation बताओ क्या होगा? It will be 5 t square by 2 0 to 2. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
J cap. J cap is going to get cancelled throughout. So I will not write J cap. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Plus 10t. This is from 2 to t1.
2 to T1.
Happy?
Yes, sir.
Minus 4t1. This must be equal to 0. So let us solve this. So 2 2s are 4. 4 by 2 is 2. So it is 10. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then it is plus 10t1
10 T1 minus 20.
minus 20
20. Minus 4
4t1
T1
equal to 0.
0.
1 minute. Now solve for this. So what is the value of t1?
Just a minute, sir.
So you get 61 is equal to
10.6. Yes, sir.
61 is equal to how much? 10.
Sir, 1.66 is the answer.
1.66.
66.
No, then there is some issue. ऐसे कैसे हुआ? Just see if
Maybe-
we have made any calculation error here.
Just a minute. 61 minus 10 equal to 0.
Sir,
Yeah, go ahead.
sir, in the first part equation, 5t1 square by 2 minus 40. The t1 equal to 1.6 second.
यहाँ पे 1.6 आ रहा है क्या?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So if this is 1.6, then there is no issue. We need not do the next step. Are you with me?
Sir, because roots are 8 by 5 and 0.
हाँ, so there ये 1.6 आ रहा है.
Sir,
Is it
I'll
right?
just check.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, there is an error. It is correct. 1.6. Answer is
And
correct.
what is the other root?
0.
0, sir.
Okay. So therefore, we need not do then all these things. Anyway, so you learned what needs to be done if the initial assumption is incorrect. This is what we are going to do. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So let me delete this 1 minute. So what I have to write? I have to say as t1 equal to 1.6 seconds is less than 2 seconds. Therefore, assumption that velocity becomes 0 between 0 to 7 is correct. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And we have found out when at what time the velocity becomes 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now there is next part. What is the maximum speed of the collar? That we will solve in the next class. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So use the same link for attendance marking. Let us stop here today.
Okay. Thank you, sir.